What's up, guys? It's 6Blade 9 here. Welcome to another 6Blade 9 recording. This video is gonna be about Alexstrasza, and we're gonna be talking about Alexstrasza best build. Uh, all right, let's go ahead and assess these two teams in the first place. Before this match started, doing draft, this guy here, the guy that took TLV, was hovering over I think was trying to play Medivh or Murky or something. No, not Murky. He was probably like trying to play Medivh or Genji or something like that. Like something that wasn't really going to bring any value to the team. And I mean, like sometimes, like if somebody is picking something that is trash, you should just let them pick it. Like warn them and stuff. But if they're gonna take it, it's still gonna take it. Like you can't really stop them. If you ban that character, it actually makes it worse because like you get this guy who never he doesn't have a single game on TLV, and he decided to pick it because somebody banned his character, and that's one of the reasons why solo queue is really solo queue is really painful because like you get people like these that really don't give a crap about winning, and you get them like almost every single time, like every single queue you enter, like you just have to cross your fingers because there's always going to be one of these guys or two of them or like an entire party of them, and you have to hang in there and like do your best and stuff like that. And yeah, so this guy took TLV because the ban his character. I reported him, and then I reported the guy who banned his character because the guy too was also very toxic. So all right, so on the enemy side, what do we have? We have a Sergeant Hammer, range character, Siege mainly. We got a Bruiser, Ragnaros, also Siege. We have Polymorph, uh, Brightwing, and she does a lot of polymorphism. We have Nazibo, Mr. Mage, does insane sustain damage, and we have damage over time. Sustain does insane dot damage, not sustain. We have Anu Barak. A lot of people usually pick Anu on this map, so she's not like a bad pick for this map because Anu, like I play a lot of Atarak pads or whatever, and I've seen Anu picked a lot on this map, so it's it's not a surprise. And also Stitches as well. So on our side we have Stitches, we have KT, does insane damage. Uh, Now I'm on the Alexstrasza here, and my goal is to just save this team. Um, and you guys are gonna see like the insane amount of healing Alexstrasza can do, as well as DPS. And she's really good. Um, yeah, if you're not going against like a daft comp, like Alexstrasza is pretty good. And then we'll have Vala, the Buster hero. Vala is like pretty much broken. Her range is like Vala will be right here and you'll be like around here, and for some reason, somehow, when she shoots, the her arrow or whatsoever will like chase you all the way back here, bro, and like kill you. Like she's just broken and bugged, in my opinion. Yeah, so Vala is really OP. Um, I don't like her though. I don't play her because she like I don't feel like she deserves like this amount of damage that she has. Like yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, see that? Okay. Enjoy this loss, Vala. Okay, I think that Vala was the one who was drafting. Rethink the stupid. Rethink how stupid you are in draft, my guy. mute each other and be done with it. Okay, so basically this is how most of your matches are gonna be in solo queue. Like you will get people like texting in the beginning of the match, like they will spend the entire time texting all the way to the end. Like they won't do anything, like they won't soak lanes, they won't do anything. They will just stand still, taking a lot of damage so that they can text their allies some toxic comments and stuff. Alright, so got a pool there going on inside the hammer, and the conversation goes on while I bang my peg. Make no sense. Love my eyes out. Not gonna let some moron that bans because he doesn't know what he something something something. What about the rest of us that had nothing to do with that? And you agree with you and agree with you. Blame him. I don't know what to tell you. We got a loss. We got a loss too. Lane. Oh, that's me. That's me right there. I'm like, dude, yo, stop texting, bro. Yo, lean, yo, you better start soaking these lanes, or else we're just gonna lose this match, bro. That's me right there. And then, where am I right now? I'm probably doing camps right now. Where am I? Oh, I went top because TLV started feeding Sergeant Hammer. And you know, when you have a teammate that is feeding, like the best you can do is like try to assist them and stuff. And I got picked up here. I was like probably like reading his comments and stuff, and I got picked up. Um, yeah, and the KT is like making it worse by like rubbing the salt in, and both of them are salty, but like the KT is like extra salty for some reason. And I'm telling him like stop and stuff like that. Like I'm trying to break this fight up pretty much because it won't go anywhere from like apart from going downhill if they keep doing this. So I'm telling them like I'm kind of like advocating for this guy that took the TLV so that he don't act like a child, right? Like I'm trying to like make it seem as if I understand him the reason why he will pick something like this, even though I don't like what he did. I'm trying to like I don't know I don't know how you would call it. I forgot the term, but like I'm trying to make it seem like empathize or whatsoever with him so he can actually put in a little bit of effort. Otherwise, he would just spend the entire match feeding. So I'm doing camp here. As you guys can see, I'm doing camps alone. And Alexstrasza has some decent damage. Um, I had to use my passive though to like complete this camp, which was pretty much a waste. But anyways, I had to do what I had to do. They already took their camp and like it was like 3 minutes in, and we haven't had our camp yet. So I had to do what I had to do. Alright, so in seeing siege damage going out here from the hammer smoothly, being protected here by the Anub in the lower lane. We have Nazibo backing out because she's super low and the objective about to show up, so she's getting mana and stuff. In the top lane here, we have our TLV troll against Rag. Rag does insane AoE damage, but he's low on mana here, so I think the TLV is a little bit safe. From the looks of it, I think Nazibo here is. Oh my god! Look at that damage, bro. Yo, I will show you guys my Nazibo toll build. Maybe that's why this guy is going, bro. Like Nazibo is pretty decent if you go toll build. Some people go spiders, but toll is the best. It always have been and always will be. As you guys can see, those big frogs just cover the entire pathway here, and you have to like walk into them or whatever, and it does insane damage. All right, this here is a bad entrance. Unless you are like a Leming or like a Lunara or something that can poke from a safe distance, this is a bad entrance. So I'm gonna like come from here, even though there's like a chokehold or whatsoever. I'm gonna come from here trying to poke and stuff. Basically, just trying to get them to like trying to delay this pretty much, so that my ally can regroup. And from the looks of it, our Vala is unable to enter here because Sergeant Hammer got this entire play locked down. It's crazy. And we are taking a lot of damage here. It's a 4v5 while Stitch is not being in the right place. You got pull on the hammer there though, and we're able to enter here. My passive just popped. I'm getting some heals in. I'm gonna try to get in here, do some little bit of damage. Hammer is trying to siege. I notice her. I slow her with my flame blast or whatever. I'm gonna get some heals in here. With Alexstrasza, you can sacrifice some of your hit point to like heal your allies. So it's kind of important that you keep yourself topped up in the first place. And attacking in this muddy area slows you down extra. So yeah, that's a little tip right there for those who don't know. And I got slowed there a little bit. And in the lower lanes here, we have TLV pushing pretty hard. As you guys can see, Kitty is doing some damage to Hammer, but Hammer has a healer right next to her. I mean, these guys got this entire place locked down, bro. Like, it's insane. Especially Sergeant Hammer. If she's in a safe spot where she have like people like defending her and stuff, she can do insane damage. And she's pretty much like unstoppable, pretty much. She also has like a knockback stuff so that when like a melee is getting close to her, she can just push you back and stuff. And I think that's pretty strong of a talent to pick. So one of the Lost Vatican is gonna get caught in here, and he got killed before the wave could like sweep him up. The second Lost Vatican got cut. Oh my god, what a sad story. Three guys going, one guy come out. Okay, it looks like you're gonna live. Is he? All right, he's gonna live. All right, in the top lane here, I'm trying to. Oh, you guys didn't see this, but the slow from Alexstrasza kind of stacked up, and I'm gonna show you guys my talent later. But basically, I'm going with like the quest build, and with the quest, bro, like I think it's like the best talent for Alexstrasza because like once you stack it up, it reduces. Well, it increases the slow or something like that, and some of it some of the benefit includes like self-healing pretty much. You can heal percentage of your hit point by like using the flame. So we're gonna go over the build. Right now we're just gonna look over this gameplay and like how you are able to like not carry but like just support your allies when you're playing Alexstrasza. So I'm picking this boss here. I want my allies to come up top and I don't know. I thought Vala was going to help me to get this boss. We are at level 10 here. And I have my passive, but I'm not going to use it because I also have my ultimate. But I'm not going to use... I'm not really going to get a good value out of it because like Vala is not helping me to get this boss. And the enemies are just going to rotate top here and try to defend this. And I don't know. We're able to get a tower and get a gate. And yeah, and that was it. TLV here going against the Ragnaros. Ragnaros doing insane damage, killing TLV. He's obviously not a match. If he's like everybody, if all of his allies are like together like this, he's not a match for Ragnaros. Alright, Vala coming in from the back here. Bad positioning, she gonna get cut by the Anub there. I ulted. I want to keep my highest DPS alive for the most part. And when you have a tanky, like a beefy tank like Stitches, your healing priority kind of like changes. And it goes from like keeping the tank alive and like supporting them to like keeping your squishy DPS alive. And yeah, Vala here is taking insane damage from the spotter and the frog there. I'm gonna come in trying to get some heals in there. We're gonna get cut. Yeah, that's a decent counter though. Counter attack there from the Nazeebo, getting everybody cut into her zombie wall and stuff. And I'm gonna use my trait there, trying to save the KT, but I couldn't because too much damage. My My team is doing pretty bad right now. We are behind SP, and TLV is doing TLV stuff as a group. I mean, if you were like split out all over the map, we could have gotten more value out of them. But again, like I said, he never had a single match on this character. So, all right, here I am. Right, this is one of the most important part of this build. As you guys can see, I just finished my quest, and I'm like slowing them down, and they can't really catch up to me because I'm slowing them down, and I'm able to heal myself as I attack them and stuff. And Hammer kind of like put herself in a wall here and pretty much locked herself up. She gonna get caught here by the Stitches and the Vala. She gonna go down. I'm like 20, no, 10% hit point here. I'm trying to heal myself up to like 15. Vala's going in pretty deep against a Nazeebo. And I'm gonna try to ult her, try to save her life and stuff. And yeah, Stitch is able to gorge that Nazeebo there. We got his Nazeebo down. Kitty engaging with like 25 hit point, 20-ish. I'm gonna sacrifice some of my hit point to like heal him and drop a heal on the floor, heal, and I topped him off. I'm gonna back out here because again, you need a mana. I'm doing a lot of work here, honestly. So it's important that I keep my mana up. Before I left though, I told him that I don't have mana by like alt clicking my mana bar. A charge coming in here from the Anub. Gonna get a timeout on the Stitches there, Cocoon. I just arrived, and it's a lot of damage here. My goal right now is to just keep these guys from like capturing, locking the cage. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna shove the zombie back, alt Stitches, getting right back to like 4 hit point, pushing them away. Vala is doing a lot of damage here. She should not be here. We should be leaving right now. But you know, it's solo queue. People do whatever they want to do. And Vala's still in there, bro. Still in there until she dies. And it is what it is, you know. And I'm like, oh god, I remember. And I'm like, Vala, please, bro, just chill, man. I'm gonna drop an AoE heal here. Look at that hook from the Stitches. The hitbox for Sergeant Hammer is kind of weird. And look at that slow there, right? I'm able to slow her down. Like every time I hit her, I'm like slowing her down. And like every time I hit anybody, I'm slowing them down. So, and that kind of like stacks up too. So that's that, right? We are on the offense right now. So I just want all my allies to be alive. So like everybody is doing damage. And yeah, so that's why I use my ult there on the stages. If everybody's alive hitting these structures, we can get a lot of value. And I'm gonna try to do some damage here to these minions. Slowly backing out. And at this point, like we gotta cure, and then we gotta like try to do camps and like do bosses and stuff, and that's why I'm pinging around. But my allies just want to ARAM. And these guys are almost 20, right? As you guys can see, their XP is like pretty high. They got rag and stuff. And we should be trying to like do the objectives around the map. But my allies are gonna keep fighting until they get a kill or something. Anyway, sometimes like I don't know, sometimes like the wrong decision could be right. Depending on the enemies, like if they are not skilled enough, like random stuff can work. But yeah, so TLV here is gonna help me get this camp. It's pretty slow though, but we're gonna get it. All right. Then we go to boss up top. As you guys could have seen earlier, like there was like a wall of text from everybody here. But now lately, like it's only odd typing, and everybody went silent, right? So when you are in a solo queue where like everybody is like aggroing and stuff, your main goal is to like try to get everybody to like go silent and like just mitigate all of that stuff, because once everybody goes silent and stop texting, they can actually focus on gameplay, and maybe you guys can win, right? um want to ult the KT here, trying to keep him alive and stuff. Stitches just came out of the cocoon with like full hit points, so he's not in danger at all. Sergeant Hammer here positioning pretty well. She's gonna get hooked by the Stitches there. Get pulled in. Anub snuck in right there. She's gonna pass the other way, and then Hammer's gonna try to reposition here because we got this overall aerial locked out. Positioning is pretty poor here by the Vala. Stitches gonna get that hook. That's pretty decent hook. I think the Stitches accuracy been at like 60% so far. Like most of his hooks been landing. Um, so you guys can see here, I use one of my talents to like make the it's called pacify. I like shrunk the Anub there, reducing her damage and whatsoever, debuffing her, and my allies are able to get that kill there. Right now I'm trying to capture this objective, and my allies gonna do this for me. I'm gonna ult this guy and then leave. As a healer, when you guys have objective, your main goals is to like keep all your allies alive. Some healers are like aggro healers, like they are aggressive healers like Karazim and stuff like that. If you have an objective, like that doesn't mean that you should start jumping into the enemies doing DPS and stuff, because if you die, like there's a chance that your entire team can get wiped all the way up front here, or they can like take a lot of damage and they won't be able to recover, and they have to like run all the way back to like get a fountain. So when you have an objective, think of yourself as a moving fountain, as a living fountain, and try to keep yourself alive and try to keep your allies alive. Anub has the talent where like if you stay close to the cocoon, it kind of like the duration is increased and stuff. Um, but I'm here to like save my allies. So as you guys can see, we got some insane slow here. I pacified the Brightwing there. I'm gonna get caught in the zombie wall here. Immediately I went into my dragonic form, and I'm gonna heal it off here. And Hammer's doing decent damage on the back line there. Ult coming out from the from Nazeebo there, zombie wall. Almost dead. And my dragonic form is gonna run out, and before it does, I'm gonna use more heals, get more heals out of it. In the lower lanes here, we have one of the TLV going down. There's a boss here, and the boss up top is like a minion 30-ish. We can like defend this. At this point, like it's level 20. Like, do not die for camps, do not die for boss. It been like 18 minutes, right? So death timers are like, look at that, 50 something seconds, right? 60 seconds or whatever. And like you don't want to die for camps, bro. Like something that you can like defend, something that you can like burst down, is it's not that important to die for. All right, look at those slows though on the Anub there, like pretty much denying her engage, and like that's one of the strengths of playing Alexstrasza. Like you can deny melee tanks or whatever from melee enemies from like engaging onto your allies. And especially against Diablo, I think Alexstrasza counters Diablo pretty well. Um, Position well and just slow the crap out of Diablo. He has to use a dash. I mean his whatever that is, like his charge to like go in and stuff. Otherwise, you would just get slow to death. Um, all right, so Stitches got caught in a zombie wall there. luckily for us, our KT is not an AI. I've had a lot of AI KTs in my matches these days. Um, but glad that we don't have an AI KT. Anyways, decent charge there onto the Anub. Looks like Stitches wasn't watching backline, so we just got picked off. I don't know what he was doing up here. And but fire being purged as a lava wave coming out from the Ragnaros there. I'm gonna go into my Dragonic form here, healing my allies, slowing these guys down. Uh, if enough slow is able to take out that Anu with the Vala there, slowing this Ragnaros down. Vala just picking at him. And Stitches is pretty much dead. I'm not gonna risk it. So I decided to stop this objective from being channeled. And Vala is gonna 1v1 this zombie here for some reason. And at core we have TLV doing TLV stuff. Alright. This match looked like a loss from the start, but it looks like everybody's doing pretty well. Not gonna lie. We have 2 keeps, they have 2 keeps. Our core haven't taken a single damage here, even though this guy is gonna regen. Their core have taken damage. And we are doing pretty hefty. I wanted my allies to help me take the boss down here, and then we can go to the objective later. These guys are gonna spawn pretty late, but he stayed, so I have to stay. This is like my second time trying to get this Vala to like 2v1 this boss with me, but didn't work out. Alright. TLV is gonna do TLV stuff here. We're gonna cap this objective. My allies are all alive, apart from the TLV here. But some of the TLVs are still alive. Alright, so at this point right now, we're trying to like end this match. We really shouldn't linger this any longer, because you know they had a chance, like they had a chance to win this and they didn't do it. So we should end this match. Otherwise, we're just gonna be trading the winning chance until somebody takes it away. And massive heals going on to the kitty here. From me, I'm gonna slow this Sergeant Hammer down and like pacify her or whatsoever, and she gonna get picked off with the by the gorge there, and got executed there by the Vala. Anyways, dropping heals here for my allies. I know my Vala plays as if she don't have hit point, so my main goal is like keep my eye on her for the most part and like try to keep her alive and stuff. Going to my Dragonic form here, or charge coming in from the Anubia, I'm gonna shove them away, massive slow going on to them. I'm gonna try to clear this minion waves so we can focus on the bus. A lot of damage going out here from the bus. And look, the important thing about healers is that like there's gonna be a burst heal, like within your arsenal. There's always going to be something that heals a lot, right? Heals you like insane amount of heals. If you have something like that, right, you should always be using it, right? The thing about ultimates is like people have their ultimates and they hold on to their ultimates for so long. Like doing a match, like try using your ultimate as often as possible. Like you can get kills with them. Like when I'm playing Chen, I always like try to find a way to use my ultimate, because you can get picks, you can get like massive healing, as you guys can see. I'm always using my ultimates. Like it seems like I'm wasting my ultimate, but it's gonna go on a cooldown, and we are in a position where like it really doesn't matter. Like when I'm going to use my ultimate or not, because like we are in an aggressive position here and they are in the defensive position, right? So like I can use my ultimate here and not really worry about it. So like try to use your ultimate a lot if you are like on a healer that has like decent amount of heals and stuff, because like as you guys can see, we have a counter here with the Nazeebo. Every time I drop my AoE heal, she always like drop a zombie wall around it, and like we have Anubara who could have who can like charge into the AoE and like stun us all. So I'm using my ultimate a lot because I feel like this is how I can like keep my allies alive, especially with this with my Vala here, like who plays as if she doesn't have a hit point, like who really doesn't care, right? Try to spam them with heal, like try to keep them think of yourself as a living fountain. Like that's all I can say when you play Alexstrasza. Think of yourself as a living fountain. All right, so massive slow here. I just found a decent angle and I'm like slowing the crap out of these guys. And I want to poke at this boss here, doing some damage. Our minions are coming in. They're coming in hot. Vala here is like, you guys can see she's like totally out of position here, but she's still gonna be here. We're winning this though. We're winning this, and she's gonna die. And yeah, that's Alexstrasza, guys. This match was 23 minutes, and we did a great job. On Atarak Pass, it's really easy to snowball, right? There are two bosses here. Two bosses maps are really easy to snowball. So once you get one boss, you go up and get the other boss and like just run it down, right? Especially with this here being a channel and you have like all these minions around here where you have to like kill these minions before you can channel it and all that stuff. Like that's a lot of time to be wasted, right? So um, yeah, so this is how you can like support a bunch of trolls and like a bunch of just really bad players playing Alexstrasza. So uh, the point here is that I'm showing you guys builds that will like work in any situation, right? In most situation, it will like turn like a losing potential into like a winning stuff. And yeah, so this is it, right? So first what you want to take is you want to take the quest. Flame of Fury, reduce the mana cost of Flame Buffet from like 50 to like 40, so that 10 mana, right, being reduced there. Hit 20 burning heroes with Flame Buffet. So basically, like your first attack at a person doesn't give you the quest reward, but if you attack them the second time or the third time or something, you get a reward from it, right? And you can stack that up to like 20. Okay, so hitting a burning hero with flames buffet reduce Dragon Queen cooldown by 5 seconds. So basically, that's like your passive. It turns you into a dragon, and that's the ability that when I was like making my vault for tier list. That's the ability that I talked about, and I said like it can make people leave a team fight and stuff. Because it's really strong. Not also noting the fact that when she goes into that form, she has like extra hit point or something, and like she's a bit tankier, and she can slow your entire allies down and all that stuff. So it's a really strong ultimate. We have heat exhaustion, increase flame buffet slow from like 40% to 50%. So that's um, half. It increased about half. So that's a lot, and cause it to no longer decay. So basically, you are slowing people, and it slow lasts for a very long time. It doesn't like go away pretty much. And then next at level 7, hitting a burning hero with flame, buffet heals, Alexstrasza. Yeah, this here is a big one, right? This is a big, like this is like a must-have pretty much for Alexstrasza, right? You have to heal yourself because sometimes you might have to sacrifice your hit point to heal your allies and stuff. And also, like with this build, you are a bit aggressive, so having this life steal as you go in and try to like land your flaming buffet onto enemies, right? Having a 10% buff, like 10% return benefit of healing is always good, right? So yeah, so this here is what you want to have for the most part, like every single time. If you don't not want to take any of these abilities, this here is like a must-have. You are always healing yourself, and that's pretty good. All right, here we have the ultimate. Some people like to go the ultimate that kind of like make you invulnerable, but like you can dash into the air and like blast down on the enemies with like flame and stuff. Some people do that, but I like the dragon form. It like it kind of plays into the role of like what Alexstrasza is. She's a dragon, and you want to see her as a dragon, and it just looks cool to me. So that's why I will pick it for the most part. Um, Also noting the fact that you can do like insane damage and like drop insane heals and stuff, and your cooldowns while you are in that dragonic form is pretty low. So like you can like top people off and all that stuff, and it's pretty good, right? Also like the cooldown of the ultimate itself is pretty low. So yeah. And then here, you can pick whatever you want at this level. But I think Pacify is like a combo type of thing. Like, as you guys could have seen, like when Stitches pull somebody, I like pacify them, shrink them, debuff them pretty much, and like slow them down, and like my entire team can just eat them up, right? So pacify is like my must go. Like every single time I play Alexstrasza, I always go pacify because it just debuff people. Like people like Varian or people like a Butcher that like to rush into your team. When you see them do that, you just pacify them, shrink them down, and like so activate the slow and reduce an enemy hero's damage by 50% for 3 seconds. That's a huge amount. Half of your damage is gone. Like imagine if they had like other like if you had like allies who actually debuffs as well, like 50%, and then somebody add another percent to that, like up to like 60% or 70%, like that person is like doing nothing pretty much. It's like he's pretty much a minion pretty much. So if you have people that can like run into your team and run it down and stuff, like using pacify against them is a pretty decent way to counter them and stuff. Healing or stun root. Hold up, what? Healing or stun root or silence ally reduces specified cooldown by 30 seconds. All right, so this is healing. Root or silence ally. You go if you go against Brightwing. When I play Brightwing, I usually go for silence on my Q. Again, the key bounty is kind of different, so Q might be different for you guys. It's the ability that you can toss around. I usually go for that. But anyways, I don't know about the passive. If you can like activate this as often as possible, like a lot in doing a match, but it is what it is. Like just think of that as like a bonus, right? If you were to heal somebody who was stunned or like rooted, you reduce the cooldown and stuff like that. But you know, let's go to level 16, right? 16 here, increase Dragonic duration by 6 seconds. This here is one of the level where you can like pick whatever you want. Um, After a little bit of gameplay, after a couple of matches with like Alexstrasza, I feel like just keeping her in that Dragonic form is pretty beneficial because like you can drop more heals on the ground. You can sacrifice some of your hit point to heal your allies, and like all of that time, right? Like you are just helping your allies, right? Keeping her in Dragonic form for a long time is pretty good. Um, Especially like this here is like something that you will like take at level 20, because like at level 20 is usually like an ultimate. Like for most characters, like people usually take their ultimates to um get the more value out of it, like at level 20 and stuff. This here is kind of like an ultimate, like her dragonic form is kind of like an ultimate in itself. So if you are taking this and then you are taking this, right, that's like two ultimates in a sense. So yeah. um so 20 here, I took the buff onto my ultimate, ritual alive. It kind of like activates the healing like 3 times. I took this because like I knew my allies were like very squishy, and I knew that I was in solo queue, so my allies they really needed help, like they really needed heals from me. So that's why I went that. And yeah, So Vala is able to get like 10 kills here. I died once, I got a kill. I got 10 assists, which is pretty decent. And I was able to like outdo Brightwing in healings. And yeah, I think I got a lot of kill though with that TLV feeding pretty much. He died like 6 times. And your character, like for each of these characters, like if they die, I think it's like 0.5. So they must have died like a lot of times to like die like 6 times, right? Maybe like 12 times, okay? Uh, 12 times 5. I don't know. Maybe like 13 times or something. Anyways, uh, this is the build, guys. And yeah, up next, I don't know, maybe it might be how to tank. Okay, I'm gonna release a video on how to tank, and this is just pretty much me in a solo queue just coaching a tank on how he should be playing. And yeah, so that's what it's gonna be about, and it's probably gonna be like a Muraden coaching type of thing, uh in person pretty much. All right, thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace out.